What's up, everyone? It's Nate Dogg. I see my brother Jaw put up a review of Civil War. I finally saw it, and I'm here to say that I don't quite like it as much as he did. First of all, I'm a little biased. I've always been more of a DC fan, and these new Marvel movies, as good as they are, hasn't changed my mind at all. Doesn't matter how good of a Marvel movie you could make, I'm always going to be a DC fan regardless. So, I'm not going to bore you to death with how I felt the movie looked. Like costume design, set location, special effects, how the heroes look. None of that really matters. What matters is the overall plot, the story that the movie wants to tell. So, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen the movie yet, might want to stop this video. So, the story, or the plot rather, is what I have a problem with. It's a bad guy who's pitted the good guys against each other. Now, it's not that I have a problem because this plot has been done in other movies. It's that it's already been done in an Avengers movie. And I hate to spoil things for those who haven't seen Batman vs. Superman yet, but it's the same plot as that movie. Lex Luthor is the one that pits Superman and Batman against each other. And I'd already seen that movie opening night. So now I'm sitting there watching Avengers, or Captain America, I should say, and I'm like, what, we're doing this again? Three times in a superhero movie they've done this plot. Recent superhero movies, I might add. Now, it was action-packed and very well acted, I'll give it that. And I agree with my brother that they finally had Spider-Man act like Spider-Man in a Marvel movie. But in all honesty, he didn't contribute anything to the Avengers at all. The only reason why he was in this movie is for Disney/Marvel to be like, hey, look, fans, we got Spider-Man back from Sony. Isn't that great? Yeah, great. Now do something with the character. Now, those of you who've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Iron Man went out of his way to recruit Spider-Man, this teenage kid that just got his superpowers to help him and the Avengers capture Captain America, and he didn't even do that. All he did was knock Ant-Man on his ass. Now, I understand Captain America is supposed to get away in that scene, and then him and Iron Man have that big showdown at the end of the movie. But they could have rewrote that scene to make Spider-Man's presence more significant than just being pure fan bait. If that big fight scene was just supposed to be a distraction so that Iron Man can get a tracking device stuck on Captain America's airplane, and Spider-Man wound up being the only new Avenger that could pull it off, then it would make sense, and it's like, oh, so Spider-Man's presence actually mattered in this movie. I mean, he still would have almost gotten killed, but it would have at least shown that Iron Man knew what he was doing when he recruited this kid. The other problem I have with this movie is that they're calling it a Captain America movie, even though the Avengers are all over the place in this film. Even earlier in this review, I almost called it an Avenger movie, and then corrected myself and called it Captain America. Are Disney and Marvel afraid to do a standalone Captain America movie without the Avengers in it? The first Captain America movie was great. I was really surprised at how well that movie turned out, considering earlier attempts at bringing him to movies and TV have been terrible. Come on, guys. Save the Avengers for an Avengers movie. Let's see an actual sequel to Captain America without his teammates. He did good in the first movie, so there's no reason why a good writer can't bring forth another great Captain America movie with just Captain America. So, there you go. That's my feelings on it. Civil War was an okay movie. It could have been better. It was well-paced, action-packed, even though we've done this before, and the actors didn't act completely stupid. With the exception of how they added Spider-Man into the mix, it could have been more significant. That's all I'm saying. Wow, now that I'm at the end of the review, I just realized that I'm making it sound like that I absolutely hated this movie. Far from it. I found it entertaining, and that's what a movie is supposed to do in the end, is entertain you. I wasn't bored. The special effects weren't too overwhelming. I just wanted to focus on a few things that I would have liked to have seen tweaked here or there. Everybody else is giving it stellar reviews. My brother Jaw gave it an excellent review. I just wanted to add in my 2 cents. It was a lot of fun, not without its mistakes though. Nate Dogg signing off. See y'all later.